What's up? Is it too early to start?
No, I don't know if you wanted to get some coffee or food or not.
Well, we haven't talked to Trevon Boykin's situation a couple of days ago. You know anything more about that, or does that impact?
Not yet. We're just waiting on finding out what all took place and all that.
Have you gotten any indication anything from Marshawn if he's serious about coming back? And if so, what the deal is with you guys?
I have talked to him, and I haven't got any indication. I haven't got any indication.
John was talking really excitedly about Bradley McDougall. Just how do you kind of see him?
He's a good football player. Played really aggressive and tough, and was excited about coming here to help us out. And shoot, I think he's a great guy to add. Has the kind of mentality of the guys we're looking for. You know, he's got a good chip on his shoulder, wants to prove it. He's always had to do that, make his own way, and so he's coming here to battle with us. So I think it's a great addition.
Where does he fit? Can he play both safety spots and
He
nickel?
can.
Or?
He can. Yeah, and he's been good enough in the past to move guys around on their own team. You know, and so there's a chance that we can be creative with some stuff, and we'll look forward to figuring that out.
How much of a fit do you see him possibly being as a corner option?
No,
for you?
I don't think that.
The two linemen you signed, Joe Cole and Obusi, to sort of have them both there. How do you see that sort of working together? Are they going to compete?
Well, I think it was two really good additions for us. That Luke is a guy who has started at left tackle and drafted as left tackle, and I'm thinking of him as that, knowing he can play left guard. He had a really good experience this year moving in, and he liked it and felt comfortable doing that. So my first thought is we head into it that he's coming in as a left tackle that can play left guard. And we'll work that out, and we'll just leave it up to the competition of it. So I know we got better, and he's got a good future. He's a young guy, fired up and smart dude and all that. I'm really excited about him coming. With O'Day, he's played everywhere. We're going to put him over on the right side, see how he does at right guard. But knowing that he can move around, and we're just going to work it out. It gives us an opportunity with Jermaine also. We've talked to Jermaine about maybe playing right tackle. We'll see how that works out. We drafted him as a right tackle that could play right guard, so we use that flexibility already. He's excited about the chance to play outside if that's what we want to do. So we'll figure it all out when we start to put the pieces together. But I really like that we've been able to improve with two guys that are really good pass protectors, and it's something we really wanted to add, and those guys are definitely going to help us.
You looked at a number of running backs. What'd you like about Eddie Lacy that made you settle
He's
on him?
big, tough, physical, really good all-around athlete. Runs with a great attitude, and I think really fits what we're doing. I think the mix with Thomas and CJ and Alex just gives us a real good versatility. But in terms of Eddie, I think he sends the message that we stand for in the style of running, and he's big and strong, and I like all of that about it.
Where do you kind of see that position group as a whole right now with Thomas and TJ coming back from injuries?
I think it's one of the future. I think for all those guys, I think Eddie's got to get back. Thomas is going to have a tremendous offseason, which he didn't have last year. He had a rehab offseason. I know he's really excited about having the opportunity to really get right and fit and all of that. CJ, he was in the office, I heard yesterday, and the guy's saying he looks great. He's doing a really good all-around preparation for camp. He's stronger than he's ever been, and he had a tremendous impact when he played last year. So I think everything is to the future with those guys, and Alex was the steadiest of the guys last year. He stayed healthy and grew a lot and improved during the course of the season. So I think it's a very good group for us, and we're really excited about the versatility of it.
Being all the proposed rule changes, is there one in particular that stands out to you as being the best for the league?
No. I thought they're all just kind of okay, nothing that significant.
What did you think of the leaping one, simply because you had a couple players, obviously?
Well, the examples that they showed us were the really bad examples. They didn't show the examples of how pretty it is when the guy leaps over with great body control and makes the play and all. Guys were landing on their head and falling all over each other, and it was a mess when you looked at it. So I couldn't vote against it the way it was going, because they really did have examples that looked dangerous, and it didn't look like what we looked like at all. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't show our clips. I understand why they didn't. It wouldn't have sent the message for what they were trying to get done.
Would you been in favor of shortening the overtime?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it's fine. If we go to 10 minutes, that's fine. I am a real favor of the style of overtime that we continue to play. We did talk. There was a little bit of talk about the college thing, but 10 minutes is long enough, and 50 minutes you don't need. I think you can get it done in 10. You know, we went through it and had a really good experience with it. I thought it was a fantastic challenge for both teams, and unfortunately, you know, we didn't get the win like we had a great chance to. But 10 minutes, you can get it all done.
Pete, let's say that Marshawn does want to come back, but you guys want something in trade, or would you let him go? Have you guys talked about that at all?
I don't know. We'll talk about that if the time comes.
Okay.
When's the last time you talked to Marshawn?
It was about 10 days ago, maybe a week ago, something like that.
What do you want to talk about at that point?
We're just hanging out.
What's the sort of nuanced difference?
You guys would love to know because he talked.
Yeah, right?
But with you, he wasn't
We
talking
had
about anything but football.
We had a very good conversation, though. We had a good time talking. He was in good spirits.
The difference in the defenseless receiver running his route and treated as such. I mean, it sounds like illegal contact anyway. I mean, what's
No,
the,
the rule is designed to eliminate really picking a guy off that doesn't see it coming. You know, and where he's not looking, he doesn't see the defender, you know, positioned. But mostly, I think it's directed at the strike zone, the proper way to hit a guy when a guy's coming across, and to make sure that you don't hit him in the head and neck area, that you don't take advantage of a guy that doesn't see it coming. And so it's a real good rule. I think it's a good one. It's really common sense.
would that be
I think
illegal contact anyway?
it's unnecessary roughness, I think, is what that one was. But I don't know.
Okay.
It could be, but that's not what they're looking at. They're really looking at a guy coming across the field that's looking back in the backfield, and somebody just
Okay.
cold cocks him. So it's a good emphasis, and we're already trying to teach guys to hit guys properly. So guys are still going to get hit. You know, it's still going to get hit, and they're going to get hit coming across. But the idea is to use your shoulder and get your head out of it and hit legally and hit the guy frontal and all that kind of stuff. So it's good emphasis.
How much of the
Maybe that's the best one. I don't know. We'll put it up for grabs.
off-season program do you expect Earl and Tyler to be able to get back for at this point?
They're a little bit different. Tyler's a little bit ahead because of the surgery he had, but Earl's doing really well. They'll be around and involved with a little bit of everything, but they won't be able to go full speed. We probably won't get either guy till camp. I know Tyler wants to get back sooner than that, and he may, but we'll see.
Do you expect them to be able to do a little bit over the OTAs or that sort of thing? Or is it-
Yeah, they're both on the ground running and doing some stuff now, so it should be.